MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Robert Gesellman gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Ripped down the first base line, and that's through for a hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Bishop, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Ready for another chance? King Bishop. He reached on a single in his first try.
King Bishop.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Digging in to try it again, Alberto Montes. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Alberto Montes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bishop is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Ready once again, King Bishop. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And now is Yasiel Puig. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
With the count standing at 2-1, he was sitting.
Riding in once again, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Puig.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Kendrick.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bishop going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready for another shot now. King, Bishop, and their runners at the corners now.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Come on, beat it out, beat it out.
Down to second. Rosario's got it cleanly. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. Is that?
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Cubs jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Philip Park gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Johnny Hager records the save, his 37th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York. Rene Francisco is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
He pulls this one into right. Puig is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Lopez is up with it, and the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at bat, Nick Williams. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run. So striding forward now, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 2-2. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now another 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Nothing. Next up for New York, Oliver Manuel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough.
Next for the Mets, Kendrick Roach. Puig, base runner at first with 1 out. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bishop has a beat on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
So in now for Chicago, King Bishop.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Irvin is there. 1 down.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year. So they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ken Charles hangs win number 11. Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head. Chuck Royer will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bostic waits on it, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High and deep to right center. Bishop giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King. Bishop comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's a small piece near the plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Up next for the Buccos, Domingo Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Chasing after it is Williams. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Bishop will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Through 4, still tied, nothing. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Aledmus Diaz. He drew a walk his first time up. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bishop on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Digging in once again, King. Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Dozier is there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Now in the box, Domingo Pena. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home. So here's the cleanup hitter, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Heredia. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Pirates nothing.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Chicago came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Blake Snell gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series. Juan Chacin, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Digging in the switch hitter, King. Bishop has come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Chris Bostic looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Hit hard up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts...
Standing in, Aledmus Diaz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Ready now, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber going back on it, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 35 now on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0.
Center fielder, number 10, Guillermo.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll reach second now with one away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at bat.
King. Bishop will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-1 now. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
He's set. Here's the 3-1, and that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now at the plate, Nick Williams. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Now the 2-0. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, beautiful dive. To second for one. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Domingo Pena, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So striding in, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they have taken the lead. So a three-run shot to left center. As they've taken the lead, it's 3-1.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? Three-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out. Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out front in the bottom of the eighth, and they did what they had to do in the ninth to seal the deal.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Buccos came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Kyle Craig gets the win. It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Center fielder, King Fisher.
First delivery to him on the way. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. And, guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Liner in there for a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
I'm sure that first run comes as a relief more than anything. They could only muster one run the entire previous game, so to notch that run early takes the pressure off a little bit. And with a man standing at second, they're hoping that's just the beginning.
Stepping up to the plate, Nick Williams. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
All right, you're here.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Bishop isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
So digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Here comes the 0-1. This one's down to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, King Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. The relay.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
The 1-2.
Come on, run it out,
To first. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1 and the Brewers nothing. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center, giving chase his Brugman. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. Ready for another shot now, King Bishop. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Striding in once again, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bishop is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Ready once again, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Crockett has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty D, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Moving under it, Reyna. He's got it one away. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Ready for another chance. King Bishop. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Is taken for ball 2. On the ground up the middle.
All right, hang on. Right here, right here.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cubbies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Philip Park hangs win number 11 on his line. Brandon Woodruff is settled with the loss. Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today it's the second of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Clifford Henderson will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around and scores.
The next Cub up, King Bishop, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in, Nick Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Williams.
A 1 pitch on its way.
All right,
Line toward right center. And a base hit. The first
Come on,
of the
slide.
game
Get
for
out,
the Cubs.
Get down. Man, where's that swing going? That a boy.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Anthony Rizzo.
Hard hit to first. He's right there. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Digging in to try it again. King Bishop. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. On the run is Benintendi. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Relay, here we go. Keep coming. Relay 3.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pulled toward right center field. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Jeimer Candelario. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 0-1, here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. It's fair to say that's early on. Now at the plate, Domingo Santana. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Domingo Santana.
The 3-2 pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's through first and hustling for second.
No run, no run.
And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Nick Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in and looking for more, Domingo Santana. Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Domingo Santana.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop is underneath this one. And he puts it away for the first down.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though. And a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Milwaukee Brewers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jackie Maurer claims the win out of the pen, his first. MLB The Show has baseball now on it. Jorge Lopez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Come on.
And this will get to the wall now, out near the Milwaukee bullpen. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
At the plate, Nick Williams. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Reinheimer has a play. 2 down. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Benintendi, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Brugman, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The result?
Digging in now for the Brewers, Tom Lena. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a little blooper to center. Russell onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ball. So striding in, Jack Reinheimer. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from the home of the Brewers, Miller Park. So here's the cleanup hitter, King Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Benintendi. And that's the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bishop has a play. 2 gone.
No runner, no runner. Cut hole, cut hole.
So striding forward now, Ryan Holder, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit high and deep to right center. Bishop is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 6. King. Bishop will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Reyna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. He singled his last time up.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat.
Bishop is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Standing in, Tom Reyna. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of the best in the game.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.